Hello, dear students, how are you? I hope you all are well and safe. I am Ratnarani Maitro, Assistant Teacher, Government Model Secondary School, Khulna. You are welcome to Amar Ghare Amar School online program. This is class 8. Today, I am going to discuss about English second paper. Students, our today's topic is voice. Students, you know our government has already given a short syllabus, and the topic voice is very important for you. Now I am going to discuss about voice. Students, look at the board. Read the sentences in column A and compare the sentences with the sentences of column B. Here, our first sentence is, I compose an email. First sentence in column B is, an email is composed by me. Have you noticed that the two sentences, the first sentence in column A and the first sentence in column B express the same meaning. The two sentences express the same meaning, but there are some difference between the structures of the two sentences. Students, our second sentence is, he eats a mango. In column B, the second sentence is, a mango is eaten by him. The two sentences also express the same meaning, but the structure are different. Okay? Third sentence is, Bashir helped the old man. Third sentence in column B, the old man was helped by Bashir. Okay? Here the meaning of the two sentences, are same, but there are some difference between the structures of the two sentences. Okay? Our fourth sentence is, we know them. Our fourth sentence in column B, in the same row, they are known to us. They are known to us. Here also we can see the two sentences express the same meaning. Okay? Our fifth sentence in column A is, the mother is feeding the baby. And our fifth sentence in column B is, the baby is being fed by the mother. Okay? The two sentences express the same meaning, but there are some difference between the two sentences. Okay? Students, here we can say the sentences express the same meaning, but there are some difference between the structure. What are the difference? In the first sentence, you can see here the subject is I. In the second sentence, the subject is he. And in the third sentence, the subject is Bashir. In the fourth sentence, the subject is we, and fifth sentence, in the fifth sentence, the subject is the mother. So, when the doer is focused, when the doer is focused, we use active voice, and when the action is focused, we use passive voice. There are two types of voice in English. Students, here the subject of the sentence I become the object of the sentence in column B. The subject become the object of the sentence of column B. And in the second sentence, he is the subject, he become the object of the sentence in column B. A mango is eaten by him. In the third sentence, the subject is Bashir, and Bashir become the object of the sentence in column B. In the fourth sentence, the subject is we, and we become the object of the sentence in column B. They are known to us. We become us. Okay? The mother, here the mother is the subject of this sentence, and the mother become the object of the sentence in column B. Okay, students, there are some rules. The subject become the object of the passive, and the verb, here the main verbs of these sentences are compose, eat, help, know, and feed. The main verb will change according to the tense of the verb. You can see compose become composed, composed. The main verb of this sentence has become composed. Composed is the past participle form of the main verb compose. And in the second sentence, you can see it is the main verb, and it has changed. Eat, ate, eaten. It become eaten. Eaten is the past participle of the main verb eat. In the third sentence, you can see help. Help is the main verb, and help become helped. Okay? Help become the past participle form of help is helped. In the fourth sentence, the main verb is know. Know, knew, known. The past participle form of know is known. So, here know become known. In the fifth sentence, feed is the main verb, and the verb become Fed. It's the past participle form of feed. Have you understood? Okay, students. Now we are going to discuss more rules about voice. Students, you can see auxiliary verb is used in the passive form of the sentences, and auxiliary verb is used before the past participle form of the verb. Auxiliary verb is used according to the tense of the verb. Here I compose an email. It's an example of present indefinite tense. So here an email is composed by me. Here the auxiliary verb is used here. Okay. In the second sentence, he eats a mango. It's also an example of present indefinite tense. And here you can see a mango is eaten by him. The auxiliary verb is used according to the tense of the verb. In the sentence, the verb is in present indefinite tense. In the second sentence, here the verb is used in the past indefinite form. So, you can see here the auxiliary verb was is used here. In the fourth sentence, we know them. It's also an example of present indefinite tense. So, here are is used. In the fourth sentence, the mother is feeding the baby. It's an example of present continuous tense. So, here is being is used. You will know more rules about voice in our next class. Students, now I will give you some more sentences. Students, look at the board. There are 5 sentences here. You will write the sentences in your notebook. Our first sentence is, I did the work. Our second sentence is, Rina is singing a song. Our third sentence is, we ate our meal. Fourth sentence is, the boys are playing football. And fifth sentence is, they draw pictures. And you will change the voices to passive, and it will be your homework. So that's the end of the class today. Thank you so much.